Well, welcome back. Today we have a very special guest, the organic guru, sourdough queen of Ocean City,
Thanks.
Jel. Her business is called OMMI. If you want to give a little, her Instagram is OMMI by Jel,
Yes.
but by proxy, I've called her bagels like 3 times today. So it's
is
not
everyone
OMMI
else.
bagels, it's OMMI by Jel.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you, Joan. I'm so honored to be here with the chef herself. So
We're
excited.
here to learn a little bit about sourdough.
Yes.
Eating intuitively, eating things that are not just easy, simple fruits and veggies, keeping it vegan, but we're going to talk a little bit about fermentation, things, homemade fermentation versus store-bought, how your body reacts to it, things like that. We're going to focus, today's menu is
oyster mushroom gyros, also known as the Juicy Lucy gyro with creamy dreamy tzatziki.
the Juicy Lucy gyro, which is, I mean, hello,
We
my
love.
mouth's watering.
Yeah.
We're going to do a little oyster mushrooms and marinate them. We have a pickled red onion. It's a play on a pickled red onion.
Yeah.
It's not quite a quick pickle, but we use the acid from a citrus, which is a very fun thing I've never done. I'm excited about. We make some homemade pita off of some sourdough discard, which is exciting. And then we're going to do some tzatziki off of cashew cream.
Yeah.
So how long have you been a vegan?
I'm going on maybe 13 years.
Wow.
Probably 13 or 14 years old.
So you haven't had an ice cream cone in that long?
I've had a vegan ice cream cone, yes.
There are good vegan options.
Yes,
wow.
yes, I know.
I want to challenge myself maybe to a couple days.
Yeah, I think
Start
it's all
with
about that, right?
Yeah, well, when you're around food all the time, which is like the thing about today that's amazing is when you're around healthy food, you gravitate towards that.
Yeah.
So Jel does this awesome thing once a week on Fridays. She does a full vegan lunch from scratch at Collective Vibes in Ocean City. This is her menu for this week, which with our video, it's not going to come out exactly at the right time. But you can kind of see all the love and care she puts into the food before she gets there. And she serves a lot of Ocean City, a healthy, exciting, and fresh dish literally once a week, which we don't have.
Yeah.
That's very few and far between.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to get started. First thing we're going to do is marinate these mushrooms. You want to give us a little mushroom education?
Yeah, these are delicious amaze.
Give you the Instagram.
Yes, oyster mushrooms.
So we're using mushrooms from
Kennett Square,
which is the mushroom capital of the world.
Yes, we have a lovely guy that in Rittenhouse Square that gives us these amazing oyster mushrooms. You can also get them at the Ocean City Farmers Market on Wednesdays, which is a hot take.
And probably Margate on Thursdays, and then Ventnor on Fridays, which would be the Farmers Market local schedule.
Yes.
So these are oysters. These are a great source that people use as kind of like a protein option that's not tofu, has a little hardiness to it, can definitely take on flavor, which is awesome.
Yeah.
This marinade is
equal parts tamari, which I use because it's gluten-free. I try to do a lot of my
gluten-free soy sauce.
And agave, organic.
As well
as a little bit of avocado oil, just for when they get grilled.
Okay.
So I try to.
And avocado is a neutral oil with a high smoke point, so it's not going to add any flavor. If you were to add like an olive oil, it would add a flavor into it. Grapeseed or avocado will be more of a neutral with a high smoke point. And we're just going to rip these up.
Yes. So when you tear them up like this, it's better for when they're inside the gyro.
Ooh, wow! We should have picked up this.
Gorgeous.
Whoa, bouquet. The guy gave us flowers.
So yeah, this is really yummy and meaty, and this will give us that meaty feel and texture. You want to tear them up. And sometimes you want to leave a little bit of these bigger pieces because we're going to skewer them and do them on skewers
cool. I was
when we
grill
them.
Like a cluster like this where they're all kind of hanging together.
And then the bigger they are, you see when we skewer them, but you can fold them over and they get a nice meaty texture.
And then when you're cleaning mushrooms like this, because regular like a button mushroom would be porous, so it will retain the water if you run it under. What would you suggest when you get these home from the market?
Right. So I get these, and like I said, we get these from a guy who we know who's growing them, and he's doing a good job. But that doesn't take away that they're still dirty. So I'll take just a clean paper towel or a lint-free towel, something that's not no dye, and just wipe them off, get all the dirt off of them. Definitely no water, like you said. You don't want to reintroduce moisture to these.
Yeah, because they're porous, so they'll soak it all up.
Yeah, so you marinate it like you would meat, kind of,
Love it.
Get in there and really, and you want to leave these to marinate for minimum half an hour, but I always go overnight. Once you start to hit the 24-hour mark, you might lose a little bit of that chew on the mushroom.
Okay, yeah, then it'll start to break down.
Yeah, and you want to save the marinade because we're going to reduce it down later and use it as a sauce.
All right, so now we're going to get started on our sumac onions.
Yes.
You know I love my knife skills. You know I love my certain tools make things easier. We just have a red onion here. Red onion's great. Raw. Pickled is great too.
Yeah.
It brings like a really brightness to it.
Mm-hmm.
Any food, I wouldn't say it because I've never had
Yeah, well, especially this because it's so salty.
Yeah.
You want that.
You want to actually cut it. So as always, we have our two ends, our little ponytail end, and then the root end. We're going to keep the root end intact because this is going to help us not have our onion going all over the board. So we're going to cut off this piece, and then we're going to flip it on top of itself and cut it down. This is going to help the onion stay nice and uniform the whole time. And then we obviously take off our outer layer. And clean up our board.
Yes. So I love a red onion. My body loves a pickled red onion. Or, you know, what we're going to do here is pickle with some acid because I think that it just helps digest a little bit better, especially these raw onions and raw garlic. Some people can really find those hard to digest, especially in things like Ayurvedic cooking, you know.
Yeah, I'll say a lot of my clients will have like an onion or a garlic sensitivity. Mm-hmm. I would say like probably 8 out of 10 times it's just because they don't like it or they had it when they were a kid and think they don't like it. But
and in that case, it's almost good. That's when you would want to maybe break out a mandolin and do them a lot thinner.
So the thickness and then the thinness will give you more or less. So we did them pretty thin. We wanted them to like keep the integrity of the actual onion while kind of breaking down a little bit of the cellulose, which is called the actual structure of the onion. But we're going to put them in our bowl and make sure we separate them. Ideally, how long do you pickle these?
So this could be quick. It could be 20 minutes. It can be an hour. It's better overnight. Yeah, quickle.
I love that. I think that's like one of the funniest, cutest things in the world.
Ideally overnight. I'll keep them in my fridge for the whole week because the acid keeps them fresh in there. And it actually keeps them from going soggy.
Oh,
if you store them correctly.
Cool. Yeah, so like an airtight container in your fridge.
Exactly.
Would do the trick. And then you could put them on things like eggs, anything that's like needs a little bit of brightness.
Anything, exactly.
Here's our
this
beautiful.
Is where,
so we're gonna do parsley and lemon with this.
This is Jersey fresh parsley. We
just got
love it.
All right, so we have our parsley. Something super important when you get home from the store is to clean everything, wrap it in a paper towel. It kind of helps soak up the extra water, and then your herbs are ready to go. We just took them off the stem, and you just kind of pop them off.
And I have 2 little fun sustainability herb tips.
Ooh, go ahead as I start chopping.
So I always use my stems for, I'm sure you do this too, for pestos, or I'll make like some gremolata with the stems.
Ooh, love that.
I know, love it, because you always are using the herbs. And we always have so many
stems. So funny because like even with parsley and cilantro, the stems are pretty delicate. Like a thyme and a rosemary, those have like the woodier stems, and that's also a great like kind of a marker as to what you should use fresh or cooked. So like the harder ones, thyme and rosemary, you're going to want to put those in soups and stews and kind of let them go for a couple hours, maybe even marinades. And things like cilantro, parsley, scallions that aren't like actually woody, harder twigs, you can just kind of go back and forth like this, baby.
And I'll have some, I keep some dye-free tea towels in my house that are just dedicated to my herbs when I come home from the store after. If you wash them right when you get home, it's like they never happened. You just forget about it.
No, and it's like it's almost like you hired someone to do the prep early for you.
So you wash them, you wrap them in your towel.
Especially in our world, All right, what's next? So now we're going to do our cashew tzatziki. Tzatziki is usually a Greek yogurt based, and it uses the citrus of lemon, cucumber, dill, makes it kind of like a yogurty, creamy sauce. We're going to use
cashews, raw organic cashews. Emphasis on the organic, I think, when you, these are soaked overnight in cold filtered water. You can also boil them, hot water.
Just to cover, like you would just cover.
To cover. Yeah, I use a bigger bowl, something like that.
Yeah.
You can also do them with boiling water for a quicker 20 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Same kind of result I like overnight. And this will give us the same sort of texture as a yogurt. I'll make this sometimes into cashew yogurt when I have
Okay.
the time, add a probiotic capsule and make my own yogurt.
Oh, wow.
This is sort of the quicker version. You're just making a cashew cream and you're skipping the dairy. So this is going to be blended with water. You'll see it'll make a really yummy, creamy sauce. So we're going to start with
in there. Yeah.
garlic and lemon. Yep, just 2 cloves. I like my tzatziki, my sauces on gyros and stuff super garlicky. Obviously, you can do a little bit less than 2 whole cloves.
Yeah, the boldness of the garlic plays well with like the creaminess of the sauce, because sometimes it takes on that like, it's like a heavy, it won't be heavy since it's not a yogurt, but this kind of brightens it up, gives it a boldness.
So doing also with the garlic and the lemon first in the food processor, I'm sure you know this as well, that this will kind of mellow out our flavors. I do this when I'm making like a tahini sauce.
Sure, yeah.
You do
start it in the lemon
and then you'll give it just a minute to sit like that. We're just going to blitz this up like this. Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. It's fine.
You can also grate the cucumber and kind of pull some of the moisture out of it. I like that bite of the full little piece of cucumber.
I like with the skin on it too.
Yeah, with the skin on it.
Gives it way more life.
Yes, I like that full bite of cucumber versus the shredding like a traditional tzatziki and pulling the water out of it.
So you would use an English cucumber here. We're using the minis, but you wouldn't use like a regular cucumber
for shredding.
I
mean, you wouldn't use a regular. This is a Persian, so it's just perfect for this. But for if you were going to do a shred, you would use a whole English cucumber. Yeah. You can also make this cream with sunflower seeds and water. Same result, soaking it. If you're not free with this, a perfect little dice.
All right, time for the
Skewer time.
mushrooms.
Yeah, so these skewers have been soaking for, you can do like 30 minutes, an hour.
Huge tip.
Huge tip.
If you forget, have you ever forgotten?
Yeah, and then they catch a light.
I've forgotten, like at an event where people are paying me to cook and the whole thing is ignited in fire. So soak your skewers.
Soak your skewers. You can also get some stainless steel skewers, which is a hot tip, sustainability tip.
We love that.
But yeah, so we're going to skewer on. So something about the oyster mushrooms I mentioned earlier, when you skewer them, you can pull them on and then you can kind of fold them over themselves.
That's my trick with Brussels sprouts.
Yeah. It creates a meatier texture. And, you know, we're feeling these with all the coriander seeds on them. Like I said, you can grind the seeds up if you're not a fan of this crunch. But
yeah, I'm excited to have it in there.
Yeah. So, and then these will get grilled and then they will get, that's good. Well, actually, I'll do the whole stick.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. So skewer, you know, if you're serving them on the skewer, it's perfect for our purposes. We're doing it for...
it's cute if you serve it on the skewer, like with the next to the pita too.
Yep. So this is, you can serve it on a skewer. We're doing it for grill purposes. I've also done this when I eat it at home with my partner. We just grill them right in the pan with no skewer.
Oh, cool. So you can just like...
Yeah, we just throw them right in the pan, high heat. Yep, no oil or anything. So, you know.
Are you guys both vegan?
We are.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was he vegan before he met you?
I know, it worked out, right?
Wait, that's so cool.
It really
I was going to
worked
say,
out.
like, would that be a game changer for you if someone you fell in love with was like, I love beef?
You know what the best part is? I'll never have to know.
True. She's on to forever love.
I'll never have to know. And I have a lifetime taste tester.
Amen.
Who's literally obsessed and is like, that's perfection.
Beautiful.
Is mad when I don't save. And, you know.
Isn't it funny? You know what? If you work in food,
get that right.
You know this next line. People love to say to you, you could cook for me anytime, which is like, what?
No.
Me? Cook for you? I wouldn't be. I can buy the ingredients and then come to your house and cook for you? I would love nothing more. I think I'm going to close my business and that'll just be what I do. What is another if you didn't love mushrooms to do this type of marinade in? Obviously, we talked a little bit about like the tofu you could do it with.
I think jackfruit is the best because of its
it has
texture.
that like meaty texture.
And it's got the same kind of, I don't know that you could skewer it. I think a mushroom skewer is the best. Otherwise, go with a veggie. Go with something, you know, make a protein on the side and do a lentil on the side or something.
Okay, cool.
I like the idea of this marinade on like some veggies and grill them on the grill.
It smells insane. Like it smells so good.
It's the coriander seed really
is this gonna change my life?
So we're gonna get these on the cast iron. We're gonna get these charring on here. Our pan's already nice and hot. I'm going at once, no oil, just a nice hot cast iron. And Joan is reducing our marinade. We just strained out the coriander seeds and put it in a pan to reduce.
You can see.
And now these char. We're gonna char them and we eat.
Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah,
beautiful.
baby.
Oh my god, they look gorgeous. They look so good. If only you could see my face.
You know, with the hands with that, it's perfection.
Wow, look at that.
How beautiful is that?
Wow.
It's so good, meaty and yummy. Lemon.
Amazing.
So good. So I'm like a red onion girl. So load it up.
Oh, yeah.
She's garlicky. She's amazing.
Yeah, and this is paired on the bottom of the top too. So.
Yes. Perfect. Then we
I
can
wanna almost
fold her up
flip it
and
around.
Yeah. So you can already
Look
see
at
she's
that
like so messy. She's the juicy
juice.
Lucy.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah,
I'm
so
so excited
yummy.
to try this.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yay. Cheers.
From
So messy.
OMMI's vegan home to yours.
Mhm.
Mm. Oh my. Oh yeah.
It's so messy.
Oh my god. Wait, I love the sumac.
The sumac. Mm-hmm.
Wait, it's so good.
Mhm. Yeah, so.
Wow.
Mhm. Oh, you need to get a paper towel.
Oh my god, wait, the pita is incredible.
The pita is so good. So it's naturally fermented, you know.
Oh
So it gives it that flavor. And it's all plants, you know. You're not eating anything from processed.
Oh my god.
It's all from scratch.
Fresh. You definitely get the lemon.
Mm-hmm.
I love the coriander.
I love the bite of coriander.
And the red onion still has the integrity. You kind of get that crunch.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so
That's
much.
a
Oh
You're
my
welcome.
god, you're the
Oh my
best.
God,
Thank you
it
for
was
coming.
fun. Yeah.
I know.
I loved it.
Sometimes it's awkward to film, but
No.
thank you for coming.
Yeah.
You can catch her at Collective Vibes on Fridays,
11 a.m.
11 a.m. There's a sound bath before you.
There's a sound bath before. It's amazing. Yeah.
Get your mind right, get your
Uh-huh.
belly right.
Yep.
Gel takes care of everything.
For
Thank
here
you
or to go, whatever you want.
much. Yeah. Oh, for here and to go. So you
Mhm.
can take it to the beach and enjoy yourselves.
Yes, you can.
Well, thank you for coming and cooking.
Thank
with
you for having me.
us. We love you.
Amazing.
We'll
Love
see you
you
next
guys.
time.